everyone. Welcome to the new focus group webinar series discussing useful Zoho CRM integrations to streamline your business operations. In today's focus group, we will take you through the integration of Zoho Desk with Zoho CRM. We will see how this integration boosts productivity and enhances cross-team collaboration by providing a holistic view of your customers. Before I get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Faranda from Zoho Community. I'll be walking you through the Zoho Desk integration for Zoho CRM along with the business use cases. We have a panel of experts from both Desk and CRM alongside with me to help answer your question. Do drop your questions in the Q&A section in the left pane and utilize this opportunity to ask as many questions as you have about today's topic. We have pre-recorded this session in order to avoid any technical difficulties. In case you encounter any technical glitches, do inform us in the chat. We will try and rectify it as soon as possible. The audio is available through your computer and attendees are muted. You can ask questions through the questions interface. So today's agenda, we will start with a quick walkthrough of integrations and followed it up by trying to understand the need for integrating the two and the benefits therein. We will look at a couple of real-time business use cases that help see the big picture. Then we will check out how to integrate Zoho Desk with Zoho CRM. We will wrap up the session with Q&A. Imagine you're planning to purchase an inventory management software to streamline your order management. You signed up for an inventory management software. A sales rep contacts you and schedules a demo for the product. When you start using it, you encounter a problem and the product is not working as expected. You send an email to ABC Corporation for fixing this issue. A ticket gets created in the help desk application of ABC Corporation. The support agent wants to schedule a call to resolve this issue. He does not have your phone number, but you had already shared your phone number while signing up for the inventory management software. However, the details gathered during sign-up are stored in CRM. As there is no integration between the help desk and CRM, the support agent is left in the dark, not knowing that your phone number is already available in CRM. He writes back to you for your phone number. The gathering of redundant details result in an unnecessary delay. Communication between the teams is lagging as there is no flow of information. In the meantime, the sales reps of ABC Corporation follows up with you for closing the deal without being aware of your issue pending resolution from the support. This affects you as an end user, leaving you with a poor customer experience. According to a study conducted by American Express, 33% of the customer considered switching companies immediately after post-service. 60% would consider switching after 2-3 instances of poor user experience. Let's face it, when the application works in silos, this is what happens. A CRM system integrated with the help desk aids the support agents in resolving the issues swiftly. Besides, the sales rep can reach out to the prospect and customer with contextual follow-up based on the support history. Delivering a customer experience contributes to improve sales conversion and retention. Needless to say, happy customers spend more with the brand. A study shows that a positive customer experience leads to 69% increase in their spending. Delivering a superior customer experience requires the brands to be on top of their game across all the touchpoints. For the customer-facing teams to work in unison, the tools used by them have to work hand in hand too. Integrations helps business connect different applications to provide access to a centralized customer information repository. To simply put in, integration acts as a bridge connecting multiple platforms, allowing data to flow asynchronously. For instance, you can integrate your CRM with inbuilt Zoho integrations like Desk for ticket management, projects for project management, analytics for analyzing data and creating data visualization, or Zoho Phone Bridge for telephony support. Now that we got a gist of what integrations are, let's see why should we integrate Zoho Desk with Zoho CRM. I'm sure that most of us are aware of the case module in CRM. In case you're wondering what the cases module in CRM does, let's take a quick look at it. The case module is used to capture customer feedback on various types of issues that arise after purchasing a product or service from your company. You can manually capture information such as case origin, product name, comments by other users, developers, etc. This module is recommended when you have a small customer base and when issues have to be raised manually. When the issues are raised through various channels like call, live chat, support, tickets, etc., and you have to work with multiple departments to resolve customer queries, we then need a more robust system to capture them automatically. This is where Zoho Desk steps in. Why integrate Zoho Desk with CRM? Zoho Desk and CRM can be integrated with two-way sync. The two-way sync streamlines and regulates data flow to enhance better communication across sales and support departments in your organization. It helps to mitigate the risk of human errors and eliminates the need to manually update information in both CRM and Desk by optimizing the data to flow seamlessly between applications. From a single interface, it lets your customer-facing teams to get contextual sales and support history of a customer. Easy access to data empowers your sales and support teams to build long-lasting relationships. Cross-collaboration between sales and support teams helps reduce support-related bottlenecks in the sales funnel. Everyone likes good support. And to get that during the evaluation stage is a good conversion trigger. Not just a few sales, the integration can help you sell more to your existing customer as well. How? Let me explain you. Your sales team can get valuable insights from the support history of clients that equips team to upsell and cross-sell products. For example, a customer might have hit some limitation while using the lower edition of the product as clarified by the support team in a recent ticket. I'm sure you would agree that it's a valuable insight for a sales team to upsell. Well-interconnected applications make for a robust ecosystem that increases your overall business efficiency. Now let's check out how to configure the integration. You can configure the integration from either the Zoho Desk or Zoho CRM. We will demonstrate the integration from both the application for better understanding. First, let's start the configuration from a Zoho Desk account. First, we go to Setup. Under Marketplace, you click on Zoho. Then you select Zoho CRM. And this will give you a gist of how it works. And we have screenshots too. You can click on Integrate button. As Zoho runs on single sign-on authentication, the account details of your CRM gets pre-filled. If you have multiple org accounts portal, you can choose the option Use Another User Portal. Now that my CRM account details are fetched, let me authorize this integration. I'll click on the Authorize button. Okay. For the sync type, I'm going to with a two-way sync so that the details in CRM and desk work hand in hand. This integration lets you import your account, contacts, and product information from Zoho CRM into Zoho Desk and keep them synced. Now we can map the account and contacts fields. Let me go ahead and map a few of them. We have mapped the account fields. Let's go ahead and map the contact fields. So I will click on Start Sync. Similarly, you can map the product fields and start sync. You have seen there is a pop-up that the two-way sync is successful. So this is similar to a field mapping for a lead conversion in CRM, wherein you map the fields from the leads module to the corresponding fields in contacts, accounts, deals when a lead gets converted. When you initiate the sync for the first time, the system will perform a bulk import and export of data. Depending on the size of your database, this might take several hours to complete. So we have preference. Under the sync settings, you have preference to choose whether to keep or delete records when their equivalent data is deleted from either desk or CRM. For example, when a contact record is deleted in CRM, do you want the equivalent desk contact record to be retained or deleted? With the two-way sync, the field values get synced when the data is updated in one of the applications. While field value syncing helps with data enrichment, you might not necessarily want to delete the record from CRM when the related record is deleted in desk and vice versa. That's where the settings help. Now we have CRM related lists. You get to pick the CRM modules in which the tickets should be shown in the related list. You can get this setting edited anytime. Next we have permissions. Let me now explain the profile permission based settings for this integration. This is crucial as you might not want to expose every detail fetched from CRM to all your agents. Set profile level permissions for agents pertaining to their role in your organization. For example, light agents. The light agent can be restricted from viewing accounts information. By disabling this option, that way the agents with the light agent profile can see contact information, notes, and activities but cannot view the account information from CRM. Next, we have sync history. The sync history in Zoho Desk maintains the import logs, providing a clear picture of the recently synced records over the last 7 days. You can see the date of sync, source of the sync, imported record type, whether contacts or accounts, and the number of records that are added, updated, or fail under the sync history. The last one we have failure log. Also, the failure log entries, it helps to determine why the sync failed. In addition to locating the records that are associated with the failed sync event, the logs help determine the reason for the failure. There are a couple of common error messages that I have captured that we get during the sync failures. CRM ID is already mapped with another support entity. This means the record is a duplicate, and the other one is text value is given for an integer field, which means you have incorrectly mapped a text field with an integer field in the Desk CRM field mapping. Through this integration, your agents get the required sales context by displaying the customer information right inside Desk. Now let us look at how we can configure the Desk integration from the CRM site, similar to the CRM integration process in Desk. So we go to Settings. Under Marketplace, we have Zoho. Choose Desk and click on Get Started or Set Up Now. Now we can click on Get Started. So we have to select the portal. So here you can see the sync settings by mapping the modules with the corresponding fields, and then we can save it. So we can first start with accounts and contacts. Click on Configure Now. Here we have to map the fields. We have mapped the account fields, and now we can map the contact fields with Desk. We can go ahead and save it. So similarly, we can also configure it for the product modules. We have now now we can go ahead and save first, sorry. So this thing has been set up. So we have successfully integrated CRM with the Desk. Leverage this integration to get the complete support history of your clients from right within the CRM records and take necessary actions to remove any support related bottlenecks in your deal closure. Now, let's see the integration in action. For this, let us consider Zilker, an e-commerce solution provider. Like any other business, they schedule campaigns across different platforms to attract potential customers to sign up for their services. Let's say Ferry, who runs a spice business, happened to notice it. She's looking for efficient ways to run her business online. Intrigued by the campaign, she signs up. The details get captured in Zilker's Zoho CRM. An automated email goes out with a link to sign up for a personalized demo to Ferry. She signs up for the demo. So let me show you more on how we can handle creating a ticket in Zoho Desk. Let's say in Zilker, the demos are usually handled by the support team. A ticket created in Zilker Support Desk, which is powered by Zoho Desk. Once a ticket is created, it gets automatically assigned to a support rep based on a round-robin basis. The ticket got assigned to Joey. We will now see how Joey prioritizes work based on insights from CRM. First thing, we have handshake mode. Handshake mode comes in handy to segregate and organize tickets based on the contact's corresponding stage in the sales pipeline as captured in CRM. This contextual split up of tickets based on the sales pipeline helps agents prioritize and close tickets based on sales priority. Before scheduling a demo, Joey needs more context to understand and deliver a suitable solution. As we integrated the desk with CRM, clicking the CRM icons, it pulls the customer details from Zoho CRM into Zoho Desk. Joey can access the details like contact information, the assigned salesperson, notes if any link to this lead, and whether the sales team has lined up any activities like calls, meetings, or tasks. This gives a holistic view of the customer and helps Joey in giving a tailored demo based on the insights from CRM data. Now that Joey has the required details, he can go ahead with the demo. Post the demo, Ferry confirms his interest. Joey updates the same as a comment in the desk. So I go to this ticket. As I've already assisted Ferry on a call, I'll just add a comment. Now, how does the sales team get prompted about the hot leads that have a greater chance of winning? This is where the integrations plays a major role. Now in CRM, when there is an interaction between a lead and a support rep, notifications appears in real time for the assigned sales rep in the sales signals. So you get the notification here in the sales signals. And this is where he got the notification. This makes it easier for the sales reps to prioritize potential leads. Knowing Ferry's interaction with Joey, Jack, regional sales manager, can take a step forward and follow up with the customer. The demonstrated history of the customer information gives leverage of Jack to convert a lead as a contact. So I am in a lead record here in Zoho Desk. You can see tickets and I can go ahead and convert. Upon converting the lead to a contact, Jack can easily collaborate with the support rep by accessing the desk-related list. The desk-related list in Zoho CRM fetches the ticket details from Zoho Desk. So Jack can check the thread conversation, the ticket created date, status and priority of the ticket, ticket owner, and its due date. Also, he can catch a glimpse of the overall summary of the record's details that includes overdue tickets, average response time, average time taken to resolve the tickets, and the customer happiness rating. And if the sales reps wants to read the ticket conversation, he doesn't have to switch between desk and CRM. The ticket associated to the CRM contact can be accessed from right within CRM related lists. It doesn't stop here. If Jack wants to tag Joey, who is in charge of the ticket, he can do it right from the CRM. And Joey gets the notification instantly. So here we could see the notification. The customer journey doesn't end once the deal is won. Engaging with the customer and delivering prompt service plays a crucial role in customer retention. The customer journey doesn't end once the deal is won. Engaging with the customer and delivering prompt service plays a crucial role in customer retention. Let's assume Ferry has some issues with the solution he bought, and as Jack being in constant touch, Ferry writes to Jack describing the issue. Now Jack needs to inform Joey, the support agent, regarding the issue to check out. For this, Jack can directly create a ticket from CRM. He tags Joey and asks for his immediate attention. So I can go ahead and create a new ticket here. This is where you can create a ticket. And I submit the ticket. So I can also tag Joey here as it is needed for attention. This cross collaboration across teams helps cut short the resolution time and helps win the customer's trust. Happy customers tend to spend more, and this creates a win-win situation for all stakeholders. We have come to the end of the session. To summarize, we start today's session discussing the importance of integrating Zoho Desk with Zoho CRM to enhance customer-facing teams' efficiency. Then we check out how to initiate the integration from both Zoho Desk and Zoho CRM. Once integrating, we learn how Zilka leveraged the integration, helping both sales and support teams stay on top in closing deals and resolving issues swiftly. Do try the integration out in your CRM or desk and let us know what you think or if you face any issues in doing so. Make sure you leverage Zoho community by posting your questions and feedbacks related to this integration. We are open for questions. The panel will be responding to your questions in the chat. We will take some time to answer a few select and useful ones on air.
So hi guys, this is Ashwin. I'm from Zoho Desk team. I'll just try to answer some of your questions regarding Zoho Desk here. To answer Pradeep's question, you don't. I'm not sure if you have a place per se to see the complete integrations of all the products, but I believe you can look into the marketplace section of each product. For example, in Zoho Desk and Zoho CRM, you have a marketplace where you can see the installed extensions. So you have an option when you click on installed extensions, you can see all the already installed extensions, all the integrations that are already enabled. So from there, you can get an idea of what are the apps which are already connected and which are yet to be connected. The permissions, like what you see is what you have in the integration. So you can only set the permissions while you're integrating, and those are the only permissions available for the integration right now. So if you could be more specific on what are you expecting within regards to the permission, we could even have a discussion with the product team and see if that can be incorporated down the line. Because right now you can set the permission as of which profile can access the data from either both of the applications, and you can even make it specific to accounts and contacts. Right now, there is full access and there is a restricted access. So if you have any other further specific requirement on that part, You can even like drop a message here, or you can let us know at the support email address I have provided. So we can look into the same and see if we can enhance it further. The sync is instant, Katie. So whenever once you integrate your Zoho CRM account with your Zoho Desk account, the sync would be instant. The initial fetch might take a few minutes, 30 minutes to 60 minutes. So once it is synced, you should see all the contacts and accounts from both the accounts synced. So a typical case would be where the customer is integrating Desk and CRM not more than 1 year after they start using it. So we have set a limit that all the contacts and accounts created during the 1 year time would be synced. But if your case demands more than that, if you have been using both the products more than that, and if you're just integrating right now, we still have an option to sync all your contacts and accounts. No matter how many lakhs of accounts you have, you can still do it. So all we need is a bulk fetch. So if that is not happening, if the sync is not happening, or if you just like how Pradeep reported, if there is any problem with the sync, you can even just let us know in the email address I have provided, and I'll even share it right now. So we will initiate a bulk fetch from our end, so that would make sure all the contacts are synced from CRM and Desk mutually, and there wouldn't be any disparity in that. Yes. So hi Matthew. The thing is, your default product module in your desk account and in your CRM account would be the one that will be synced. So we are still working on the other things such as custom modules. So the custom module is something which you already have in CRM, and which is something cooking in desk. So we are trying to come up with custom modules too. So once it is available, we will definitely provide a sync between the custom modules and all that. So right now, only the contacts, accounts, and the products modules are synced. So even if you rename them, even if you're using it for a different use case, it doesn't matter. It will still sync. Only one of the contact will be synced because for account name is the unique identifier. Only based on account names, the records and the entities will be synced between desk and CRM. In case of contacts, the email address is the identifier. So if there are two contacts with the same email address, and if one is already synced, the other one wouldn't be synced. So we have to make sure there are no duplicates in the account. And moreover, the system doesn't allow you to have two different contacts with the same email address. So even if it does, there's an option to deduplicate, and I would suggest you to do that. So when you do that, if the same email has two contacts and different records, for example, tickets in both the contacts, it is better to deduplicate and merge them so that you will have a single contact, and that will be synced with both the accounts. So that would be the ideal way to go with it. If you want to push the records only if the deal is won, so such cases can has to be achieved using custom function. Um, so custom function, as you might already know, custom function is used to update records, create records based on certain criteria. So it can even be scheduled during particular time. But in this case, since we have a trigger here, that is when a deal is won, you want the records to be pushed. It is achievable using custom function. But if you only want the records to be synced based on this particular criteria, then we might have to disable the default integration which we saw now, and we will have to stick on to the custom function. So if you need the sample code, you can again reach out to the desk team or the CRM team for the same. I guess this can be provided by CRM team. So it is support at zohocrm.com. Or you can reach out to one of the panelists here if you have the email address. So we can route you to the right person and get you the sample code. Yes, there is no such limitation. So you can, even if you have lakhs and lakhs of record, you can still sync them. So even we as Zoho Corp, as an example, we have lakhs and millions of records in our system, and everything is synced between Desk and CRM. So there is no upper cap to the number of records to be synced.
So you did have a question about the sync history. So yes, what you'll see in the sync history is a basic details like how many contacts have been updated, and in the failure log, if there's a specific reason, like if there's a duplicate in Desk or CRM already, you'll see those details under the failure log. It looks like you're looking for an automatic setup where a contact is associated to an account. So in Zoho Desk, what we can suggest is there's actually a custom function where based on the email domain, we can associate an account to the contact if it already exists, or we can create a new contact. So I hope that helps for you. Regarding your question, you wanted to create a ticket in Zoho Desk whenever there's an email in Zoho CRM. So what I would suggest is do drop an email to the CRM email address, which is support@zohocrm.com. We can see if we can do this through a custom function. Write a function in CRM to create a ticket in Zoho Desk whenever there's an email. You did have the question that you cannot access the ticket blueprint while accessing the ticket in CRM. So right now, the blueprint is not available through the integration. I would have to forward this to a product team as an enhancement. I think is a great idea, and we can always follow up through email regarding this. To answer your question was, is Zoho Desk in the related list for both accounts and contacts? So in the CRM Desk integration, the related list is available for whatever module that has an email. If you go to the integration page itself, you can see that you have an option at the bottom of the page to see which modules have the related list and have Zoho Desk under the related list. You're looking for tickets to show up in CRM. And yes, if the email of the contact in Zoho Desk matches the one in CRM, and that we actually have a particular backend sync ID, if that matches, we see the ticket data in the contact itself. It looks like you're sending an email from a client, you're forwarding it as an agent to Zoho Desk. So there's actually an option called original sender in Zoho Desk. So you can enable this under the email channel. So once you enable that, if you're an agent in Zoho Desk and you forward something from a client, it has the forwarding information, and there's actually a tag called original sender. If you add that tag to the email, um, it actually, the ticket created in Zoho Desk would contain the customer email. Let me include a documentation on this. So what we would suggest is adding a custom field both in Desk and in CRM. And what you can do is if you add it to the mapping itself, you get the POC data from CRM to Desk. I hope that helps in your requirement. You wanted to know which fields are mandatory. So in Zoho Desk and in Zoho CRM, you'll have both mandatory fields. You would have to map them in the integration itself so that the contacts and accounts get synced over. So if you have any further questions, do let me know on that part, Lakshmi Narayanan. With the mobile number, um, I hope you're adding the mobile number in the phone field, or if you have a custom field called mobile number, if you're adding that, if it's the phone field, if it's the default field, the phone number automatically gets copied over to the contact itself. If it's a phone number, we may have to use a function to get the mobile data copied over to the contact and Desk, and we'll have to set up the integration so all the data gets passed over to Desk. So you did want to maintain account product and contact product relationships in Desk. So right now, the account product and contact product relationships are not carried over, unfortunately. But I would pass this along to a product team again as an enhancement. do email us and I'll get this forwarded to our product team. There's actually a panel right below the integration where you can choose what happens to the data when you're making a change. So do have a look over that. But in this case, if you're deleting an account in Desk, it should not affect the data in CRM. So let's say if the deal has an email address field, what you can do is you can see that data in the ticket itself. So if you go to a ticket, look for the CRM tab under the ticket. If you click on it, if the email is associated to the deal, you'll find the deal in the ticket itself. Yes, if you have the integration active and if all the data is in CRM, you have to get the data in Desk first, and only then would the templates work. We would need the data from CRM to make the templates in Zoho Desk work. So what I would suggest is go to Setup, Automation, Notify, which I've included in the chat, to double check if all the notifications are active. And you can also set up your own automations through a workflow to get notified of tickets coming in, notify a customer when a ticket comes in, and so on. So I'd like to confirm with Zoho Desk, what you can do is you can create custom views to compartmentalize information with tickets, contacts, and accounts. And with Zoho CRM, you can create multiple modules, custom modules in this case, for your requirements. What you can do is you can actually go to the integration itself, and you'll see which profiles can have which permissions to submit a ticket, view the record, or so on, and make updates to the record.
Thank you so much. Thank you once again, everyone.